Hey, it's Mike, Craft Beer Storm. How are you doing? It's Friday. The weekend's here. Wow, what do you got planned? Beer has to be a part of it. Actually, taproom's open. We're in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. I will be behind the bar Saturday and Sunday. Saturday we open 1 to 8, and Sunday we are open from 1 to 6. I will be there. So come on in and have a pint. It's good stuff. But today is Friday, so we have craft brew news. We go over the drama, the news of the week. That is craft beer, courtesy of brewbound.com. Awesome site, a lot of good news. First story, Peter Coors. Of course, the famous Coors beer, Molson Coors. Op-ed calls for government to intervene on aluminum pricing. And Coors puts pretty much all their beer in aluminum cans. Let's see what he has to say. Molson Coors Vice Chairman Peter Coors penned an op-ed published in the Wall Street Journal this week, urging President Trump to stop the manipulative business practices that appear to permeate in the aluminum market. Coors wrote that Trump's administration's decision to lift the 10% tariff imposed on Canadian and Mexican aluminum imports in May has made 70% of imported aluminum tariff-free, though still priced as if tariffs were imposed on it. So this is a way for these companies to just make more money, I guess. You know, they lifted the tariff. They said, oh, tariffs, we have to raise the price. Now they lifted it, and they just kept the price the same. It's kind of like the gas companies, right? Or electricity or anything like that. It's ridiculous. Anyway, he wrote, the aluminum market is dominated by a handful of companies that employ archaic and opaque pricing mechanisms. They're exploiting the aluminum tariffs to profit at the expense of the end user, raising the prices to match tariff prices. And Coors said Molson Coors pays nearly 20% more for aluminum than it did a year ago. That must hurt. That's got to hurt their margin. That's why he's upset. All the Coors I see, I don't think they have bottles anymore, but they have cans. He wrote, this metal is too critical for America's strategic goals to be left to the whims of speculators and the manipulation of a cozy clique of suppliers. So he's getting hammered. So Peter, join me on the crusade. Go back to bottles, especially 22-ounce bottles. That's awesome. You should do that. Join me, Peter. I'll have you on the podcast. Coors, if anybody's out there, we'll get him on. Make it happen. Anyway, second story. Facebook imposes new alcohol restrictions. Facebook announced a policy this week to restrict alcohol and tobacco-related content. A company spokesman told CNN the new policy blocks private sales, trades, transfers, and gifting of these products on Facebook and Instagram. The content relating to the sale transfer of such products will be limited to those over 18. So I guess when you sign up for Facebook, you have to have an accurate birthday, or you can't see this stuff. But I guess it's, responsible, and they must have the government on them too. That's why they're doing this. They have the government on them. Every website, if you notice, you go on and it say, are you over 21? Yes or no, and you have to click the button before you see anything. I think it's the same thing with these guys. So while Facebook Marketplace already bans alcohol and tobacco sales, this new policy will target posts by private users using a combination of technology, human review, and reports from our community to find and remove any content that violates these policies, said the spokeswoman. Thus, the new restrictions will apply to sales between private users under the age of 18 in Facebook beer trading groups. So they're targeting it to under 18, restrictions, which I guess is fair. You don't want to get in trouble, and they should, it happens, but they should not be drinking. Keep it legal. And there you go with Facebook. Next story. Stockholder alleges Anheuser-Busch artificially inflated share prices. The saga with Anheuser-Busch continues. The city of Sterling Heights General Employees Retirement System has accused Anheuser-Busch of a scheme to artificially inflate its shares. The system filed a complaint against AB in the U.S. District Court in the Southern District of New York on June 21, claiming that the world's largest beer manufacturer violated the Securities and Exchange Act, according to Legal Newsline. The plaintiff alleges that when InBev acquired Anheuser-Busch in 2008, it caused substantial debt for AB. Hallelujah. We've been seeing that in the stories of just selling everything to pay this debt down. Despite telling investors they had been deleveraging Anheuser-Busch in a manner that was consistent with the company's internal targets. A lot of lingo. The lawsuit claims that this misled investors about the company's finances. AB stated that its Q3 earnings results last year that it has slashed its dividend by 50% to accelerate deleveraging toward our optimal capital structure of around 2 times net debt to EBITDA ratio. That's a handful of words. Man, what does that mean? The suit claims AB share prices declined in response to this announcement. So it's just lingo. I mean, they have a lot of debt that they have, and they're trying to figure out how to pay it. The system, which is seeking jury trial, claims AB actions misled the public about the company and its value, which affected the retirement system. So they must have bought a lot of shares of AB. Shares in AB are probably not doing too well, and they're upset, which they can file a lawsuit. I mean, it's Securities and Exchange Commission. If you're a public entity, anything goes, man. It's better to be private. Stay private if you can. You can do whatever you want within, legal laws, right? But, once you're public, forget it. But Anheuser-Busch, I keep seeing stories about them selling things. We'll see what happens with this. I don't know. That's a lot of money. They borrowed a lot of money to do this thing. All right, anyway. Last story, BrewDog CEO exits. After just 5 months, Andy Shaw has departed the CEO of beer role at BrewDog, Grocer reported. Shaw, the former managing director of UK Red Bull, was hired in February to head global beer sales and marketing, and BrewDog did not disclose the reason for his departure. We would like to thank Andy and all his hard work during his time with us, and we wish him the best for the future. BrewDog CEO James Watt told the outlet. So, but this happens in the business world. It's crazy. They just hired him in February, and now he's gone. So, must not have been, in alignment with what I guess the BrewDog owners want and what he is envisioning, and that grows. And I guess they just cut it short. I wonder if he's going to get a nice package out of this. He probably will. But that's the way business rolls, right? Be the CEO. Aim for that. If you're going to get a job, be the CEO, right? Okay, that is our Craft Brew News for today. If you like what we're doing, you like our podcast, please go on iTunes, give us a rating and a review. Tell a friend, tell 10 friends. Because we are here for you. We need to be in front of a lot of other people. The only way we can do that is we can get some love from you guys. You got to rate us, man. Not too many rankings going on iTunes. You got to get out there and do it, man. Just click it. It takes 2 seconds. Click that 5-star, and we will do it for you. We will keep providing this content for you. Actually, what's shaping up, let me tell you, is our craft beer weekends. I got like two establishments in the New England area that are very, very interested. I'm talking to them this weekend. We're going to close deals, and we're going to offer you a really great craft beer weekend. But stay tuned for that, and get up here. If you're not up here, or if you're here, you got to sign up. A lot of people ask me, "Yeah, it's a great idea. Let's sign up." All right, we're going to find a place first, but stay tuned for that. It's going to be awesome. And that's what we have for today. I wish you the best weekend. Drink a lot of beer. Don't drink suitcases of beer, though. Drink a lot of good quality beer, right? Craft beer. Go to your local brewery and help them, okay? These guys are parents. They have kids. Send them to ballet class. Send them to wherever. Sports. They need to pay for this stuff, and they're working hard. These guys work hard. So go and support them, okay? All right. I love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.